Assalamualaikum and good evening, or should I say, Annyeonghaseyo, to the honorable representatives from Malaysia, from South Korea, and from all over the world. So now, I would like to welcome Mr. Johari bin Sabin, our Keningau District Education Head Officer, who has been newly appointed as the officer, as the organizer of this webinar, and also a warm welcome to Ms. Song Myunga, as the Program Manager of the Institute of APEC Collaborative Educations. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, audience, for taking the time to join our wonderful program today on the topic of inspiring internationalizations with ALCoB. So, before we go any further on this webinar, I would like to call upon Ustad Khalid Mudin from Keningau Islamic Secondary School for the Doa recitations to ensure the smooth sailing of the webinar.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. We would like to express our deep gratitude to you, O Allah, for allowing us to be present here today in conjunction with the launching of the highly immersive program Inspiring Internationalization 2023. We ask for your help and guidance. Ya Allah, Ya Karim, Ya Wadud, make the days that we go through begin with grace, filled with barakah, and end with your forgiveness. Ya Allah, Ya Fattah, Ya Alim, make this occasion for us to unite, to cooperate, and help each other develop the nation in the face of a new millennium. We ask you for beneficial knowledge and good deeds and a strong memory and a perfect understanding and a sound intellect by your mercy, O the most merciful of the merciful ones. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, kindly give us a firm iman and the strength, courage to face the struggles and challenges in our quest for knowledge. Kindly bestow your blessings, grant us physical and spiritual health, fitness of mind, peace of mind, and strength of spirit. Ya Allah, make this gathering as a blessed gathering, and make our farewell after this as a farewell that you keep from danger and disadvantages. اللهم ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin, 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 ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Ustad, for the soothing Doa recitations. So welcome, everyone, viewers at home, viewers at the workplace, or anywhere, wherever you are. Welcome to the webinar on Inspiring Internationalizations with ALCoB. I am Khalifa Affnan, and I am pleased to be your host for these evening sessions. So to give everyone a clearer view, ALCoB or ALCoB is an acronym under the initiative of APEC Learning Collaborations that aims to promote collaborations and the exchange of knowledge and skills among APEC member economies. Now, please enjoy the introduction video that has been prepared by the webinar committee. Thank you very much. That's a wonderful video. Thank you for the committee. So I can see some of the comments came from YouTube Live. So wherever you are from, maybe from the Facebook Live or YouTube Live, please give us a shout out on the comments on the chat box, and let us know where you are from, so that maybe you can tag your flag country or your state's country, and you can interact with us for a while. Now, without further ado, let us welcome Mr. Johari bin Sabin, the Keningau District Education Head Officer, for his welcoming remarks.
Assalamualaikum, Annyeong Haseyo, and good afternoon to the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Community Learning Builders or ALCoB, representative committee, panelists and viewers. I would like to wish a warm welcome to this webinar on inspiring internationalization with ALCoB. I'm honored to represent Malaysia as the Keningau Head Education Officer for this session. As we all know, internationalization has become an essential component of education and development in the 21st century. It is a key driver for growth, innovation, and competitiveness, and it offers unique opportunities for our students, educators, and institutions to engage with diverse cultures, perspectives, and ideas. The APEC Learning Community Builders, or ALCoB, is an initiative that recognizes the importance of internationalization and promote collaboration and exchange of knowledge and skills among APEC members. We believe that ALCoB can serve as a valuable platform for our country to expand internationalization efforts and connect with other APEC economies. Through this webinar, we hope to gain insights and inspiration from the 5 panelists on how ALCoB can help us to overcome the challenge of internationalization and achieve our goals to providing quality education that prepares our students for globalized world. I'm sure that their stories will become an inspiration to many. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to the committee and speakers for their contributions to this webinar. I hope that this session will be productive and informative for all participants. Thank you, and I wish you all have a meaningful discussion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Johari, for the support. Then before we go further, let me answer some salam. Waalaikumsalam, everyone. Good afternoon. Yep. Thank you for joining us. There are some teachers from even Kedah, from Sarawak, from Ipoh. There are some from Puchong as well. Sarawak, Sabah, Labuan, and thank you for the support from all over the states. And maybe there are international viewers also. Welcome. And I've been told by our team that Datuk Misrin is watching. So yeah, welcome everyone. So now, let's welcome Ms. Song Myunga, the Program Manager of IACE, to deliver her welcoming speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As a program manager at the Institute of APEC Collaborative Education, I'm honored to deliver these welcoming remarks. I am Young-Ah Song, and I would like to extend my deep appreciation to everyone who has participated in our ALCoB exchange program at South Korea last December, and who would share insights for further education cooperation here at today's event. And I also deeply appreciate and welcome all delegates from its provincial and local schools, including teachers and school leaders, for their contribution to this event as their enthusiastic participation. While Malaysian teachers visit our institute could see how passionate you are, like do not hesitate to learn from new friends or cultures. You might not fully know how much you could do or impact your community or classroom. So I want to tell you to do more, participate in new projects or collaborative studies, because we had witnessed your powerful impact only by few hours of visit. And I can't imagine how much more to come if you could plan for an entire semester to student exchange program, for instance. So we would love to welcome Malaysian teachers for any other projects to join the discussion. It is not only about participating in a project or program, but for you to offer ideas or suggestions. This is about starting a conversation, I believe. As ALCoB teachers or ALCoB school members, you would connect numerous cross-cultural students, making them becoming friends and let them to narrow the digital divide one might experience before, but not any deepen after you invite them to participate in ALCoB projects. While you do so, believing in positive impact it would bring, I am sure that your students will dream big beyond the place they live or job they would got. So I want to give my thanks to each one of you for bringing brighter future for each one of your students. We, IACE, would support education cooperative projects with collaboration study in the education and HRD field among APEC region. And I hope you the best for you, best for the teachers. So I suggest you could do the same. Support each teaching workforces, collaborate to be the one contributing to the future education. Of course, you are already making this contribution since you came to feel positive about international education cooperation and hope your students to feel the same. Thank you so much for your move toward international education cooperation, and congratulations on your recently enriched or to be enriched educational journey. More to come. Thank you so much. 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다, Miss Song. 감사합니다 for your wonderful thoughts and for your hope for the best of us. So, as you have seen in the introduction video before, we have 5 excellent panel of experts and practitioners who will share their insights and experience on how ALCoB can inspire internationalizations, especially among teachers in the Asia-Pacific regions. So our panelists represent diverse perspectives and experiences, and we are very fortunate to have them here today to share their knowledge with us. So here how it goes. So all 5 panelists, they will take turn telling us their experience and their knowledge. And after each panelist, we will be having a question and answer sessions for 5 minutes towards the end of each panelist session. During this time, viewers from YouTube Live or from Facebook Live, you can ask questions and comment or give some insights, give some support and encouragements to our panelists. Those chosen comments or those chosen remarks, I will read them for the panelists to respond. So each speaker has their own timing. The first and second speakers, they will have 25 minutes to present. And the third, fourth, and fifth panelists, they will have around 5 to 10 minutes to present. So just in case if the speakers exceed the time limit, So I will have to interrupt. Now, without further ado, let us invite our first panelist, a wonderful teacher, a passionate teacher in these ALCoB organizations, Madam Ong Bee Bee, a teacher from Shah Alam Section 13 Primary School, to share her presentations entitled Enriching Your Education Journey through ALCoB Malaysia Korea Exchange. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, Cikgu Khalifa, and
Hello.
would like good afternoon to everyone and all the teachers who are here. And 안녕하세요 if you happen to be a Korean teacher here. All right, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Ong, teacher Ong from SK Section 13. Before I start the slides, I would like to say thank you to PPD, especially Mr. Johari bin Sabin, Head Officer of the Keningau District Education Officer, for inviting me to become one of the panelists. I'm here to share my experience. So if teachers, if you're interested, just tell me that, or you can just PM me in future, right? So I would like to start my slides now. Okay, next. Should I click myself?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can click yourself.
Okay, let me do it myself. All right. Okay, so all right, I'm going to talk about Malaysia ALCoB School Network Project in my school, which I started 2012 until today, right? So I'm Ong Bee Bee from SA Section 13. Actually, I'm graduated in primary education with honors, and also teacher since 1989, ALCoB teacher since 2012. And I was promoted as excellent teacher in music education in 2012. And at the same time, I also selected, I won the award for Champion National Curriculum, Co-Curriculum Award. And in 2019, as a Selangor State Icon Teacher, and in 2021, I got the award as a volunteer, Asian AAI Volunteer Award. And before that, as an ALCoB teacher, I was invited to become their presenter at this AEP in 2019, presenter a talk concert for IAs in 2020, APEC again in 2020, and also 2021 and also 2021 again too. And also become one of the researcher bookcase Asia Pacific Learning Community by IAS in 2021. So as an ALCoB teacher, we don't only like organize program for school, but we also have this collaboration with IAS and also APEC. Okay, so as you can see in this photo, this is my first trip to Republic of Korea, and which is
Sorry.
also.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Madam Ong.
Yes.
Which slide are you on?
So second slide.
We couldn't see the second slide yet. Still on the first slide. Can you try to move it? Yes, we can see it. Nice. Yep.
Okay, so you want me to put a side by side?
Yeah, why not? Because we
Okay.
couldn't see. Yeah, now it's on the third slide, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So in this photo, actually, this is my first project in ALCoB, where we have 7 families and 3 children, even my children. And also we have 7 families who follow me, mother, teachers, and daughters. So this is our first ALCoB program, which like when nobody trusts us and nobody is confident to send the children, and we started this first. Okay, as you can see, we have teachers, parents as participants. And then this is our first, I would like to share, which I only have 10 students and 1 school and 1 connection. But now in the year of 2022, now we have 36 students, 7 countries and 9 schools. And in fact, we also attended 4 international events and recruited 32 ALCoB schools in Malaysia. Now, this is one of our activity in the year of 2020, where we had this traditional music workshop, where I involved in AFS students in our student exchange program, not only ALCoB students, but also the other organizations. And I introduced, mostly is about traditional musical instruments, and I also brought them to UITM. Now I would like to introduce ALCoB School Network Project in Malaysia. I mean, from my school side in 2012, we did this first exchange program with Songhua Elementary School, and parents were participants and teachers. So just like to let you know, nothing is impossible when you have the, when you wanted to do something and the passion, that means everything can be done. And 2015, our partnership was with SK Samari, SJKC Chongqing, and school from Penang, and school from Kedah, and also school from Sarawak. So we also invited the private organizations, which is AFS Malaysia Student Exchange, to make our program more solid. In 2016, we collaborated with 3 Korea ALCoB schools, meaning that we don't only collaborate with one school because of the popularity of the project and also the effective for the project. So in fact, this project was shared with other Korean schools. So at the end, means like we have more and more Korean schools who would like to join this program. And then in 2020, we collaborated with more ALCoB school, which is from other countries, not only in Malaysia, not only in Korea, but we also invited the webcam activities with country from Russia and also Indonesia and Philippines and the others. So because of due to the COVID pandemic, we started this webcam and cultural activities instead of a physical visit. So for this ALCoB School Network Project Conference 2021, when we have gathered all the teachers and all the schools in Malaysia, we started this program, which is called ALCoB Project Conference, and which is our first online project among the teachers. And all the schools that would join this program, they have to sign up for this e-snack to become ALCoB school. And also because of this conference, we connected many countries. As you can see, like I connected with Turkey, Serbia, Russia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Korea, and also in India. So because of when we have reached out to many countries, all our partner schools, they also come into this conference project. At the end, like in the year of 2021, we managed to connect 24 ALCoB schools in Malaysia, and which is from 5 states. And this is a poster, as you can see in the poster. We have this collaboration between Malaysia and also Korea. And that time we have this Park Min Sung Park. He was our keynote speaker, where he introduced ALCoB and also IACE to Malaysia school. And in 2022, we have our ambitions, like we have a bigger ambition, so we go beyond, where we organize this International Malaysia ALCoB Colloquium, which is with a support from BSTP Malaysia, and also supported from IACE and also from Korea. So this program was very successful. Let me show you. Okay. So this colloquium actually, what we actually do for this colloquium, where we invited all the speakers from all over the countries to talk about the exchange program. And our presenters are from ALCoB schools, IACE, MOE, AFS, Antara Budaya Malaysia. And we cover many topics. Mostly is about student exchange and also about the world issues. And most of the people who join this event, they get certificates and also PLC credits. That's why it was so successful, because many teachers and students, they join with these sessions, and we reach out 60K. We really go global, and it was a big success, I would say, and with the help from BSTP all over Malaysia. So we are very glad that we could done it. And as you can see, what we actually do for this conference and the colloquium, we have this competition, which we call project-based learning competition, where we categorize them into primary school, secondary school, and also open category, where all the students, they will get to present and talk about their exchange program. And we, at the same time, not only competition, we also give award. The award system, which is not 1, 2, 3, but our award system is we give to the best judges, the best entrepreneurs, the best inclusive, the most innovative, the most environmental, and so most sustainable project. So that I mean, the project was so beautiful and so, how to say, like, it's very interesting. So in the end, like, we cannot just give them 1, 2, 3. So what we can conclude that we give to awards to most of the schools which they can produce a very good project. And then, as you can see in the slide, our viewers for this IMAC is not only from Malaysia, but actually from Malaysia it's already 63K. We have viewers from Indonesia, South Korea, Philippines, USA, Singapore, Russia, India, and Netherlands, Turkey, Ireland, Australia, UK, China, Saudi Arabia. So like we reach out many countries with the help from BSTP. Okay, and the types of social, how we do it, and like I'm very sure like many teachers will say like how you do it. So as you can see in the slide, we go through, we use our platform like WhatsApp, we use Telegram, we use YouTube, we use Facebook, we use Twitter, and also all the apps like we can use. Okay, and then our Malaysia and Korea teacher exchange was held in December last year, when after I have organized so many programs and activities for the students, and due to the COVID pandemic, I couldn't bring students. So in the end, I discussed and talked to our BSP Malaysia. I said, why don't I bring teachers last year? I mean, for last year. And then they say, okay, Pan, you can go ahead. So in the end, we managed to get 40 teachers to attend this program. And I think the other panelists, they were going to share you what we did over there. Okay, so this now I'm going to show you the photo gallery walk, means like, which is for my school project throughout the years. I'm very sure like you will be so surprised, like wondering like actually what I did. Okay, so what we did is like the first program is like we had this traditional costume competition. As you can see in this picture, we have participants not only Malaysia, not only Shah Alam, we also invited the students from AFS Malaysia, and they are from Turkey, Italy, US, also France, and also Germany, right? Spain as well. And then the following year, what we did is like we did this most creative queen making competition. That means like our main theme is like we use whatever like cultural like themes, like things that we have in Malaysia, but we make it in more interesting and more innovative and more creative. And like and the end product is amazing because the student can really come up with something very interesting. And for this program, we invited students from Italy, Hungary, Korea, and also Malaysia. All right. After that, the following year, we also have this traditional dance and angklung workshop. And actually, to let you know that for information, the workshop was only 2 hours. And in the end, we can come with something like this. So you can see like the students, like the passion and also the interest, they can really put in their how to say, focus and also their interest so that it can come out a dance, like even it's only 2 hours. And then after the following year, then teachers are like telling me, we don't want to see this cultural. Can we do some sports? And we had this sports, which is tally match and traditional. In this traditional tally match, we had this like the kelapa, kore, and then we pakai sarong. We have this like the walking with the sticks, all the traditional games. And in fact, for the AFS students, to them, it's like something new. They never tried. Even for Korean students, because most of them are from city, so they have this kind of feeling like they're so scared to step in the field, like which is full of mud. So it's like a very new experience to them. And the following year, we also have this traditional music workshop, like puppet show, angklung workshop, and also kite coloring contest. As you can see in the slide, we I brought the students to UITM, which is a very good institution to help us to run this workshop. Okay, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, our mode of activity changed from physical field trip to webcam exchange. So just like I say, nothing can stop us from growing if we have the passion. How to do it? I reach out and I start collaboration. I always keep in touch with my friends, with the teachers, and even until today. Schools like I collaborated in 2012, until today, we are still friends. Okay, and then because of we cannot pay a visit. So what I did is we have this cultural virtual exchange through webcam. So our first school was Delhi Public School, which is from India. And then we follow by the next one is Turkey. We have Turkey where we couldn't visit there, but we had this collaboration through webcam. And my students and And the Turkish students, we like, they are so friendly, so we become very friendly, like through this webcam activities. And after that, we also have this exchange with Indonesia. When through this, for AFS Indonesia, what we learn is more on dancing. So my students also learn how to dance, learn how to sing. And we also learn through this webcam with AFS Serbia, where they talk about their country, which I also never been, even my students. So we know that one of the most famous basketball player is from the country, Serbia. They produce basketball player. And instead of, I offer programs to our collaborated countries, they also offered me, they also invited my school to participate in their program. One of the program is called Theory of Tribes, okay, which is invited by AFS India. And at the same time, I also got this invitation from JKKN. So they say, why don't you help me to run an international program? So we organized this lantern making competition, and I share this competition with other countries. And through this competition, I got to know that actually, when something we think like everybody should know, but in others country, they are, how to say, like they don't really know what is the meaning of lantern. So in the end, like we have to really explain, show them the examples so that they know what to do. And in the end, actually, we invited 5 countries, Indonesia, Philippines, Russia, and also Korea to join with this event. Okay, and then Russia is also one of my collaborate school where we learn how to dance through webcam. As you can see, I also learn how to dance, and also the Russian teacher also share us how the traditional dance by Russia, actually, which is from Yakusha. Okay. And this is the second project. I mean, the first project, it was like, it was very successful. So the following year, the school collaborated, the ALCoB International School, they invited my school to join their program, okay, which is called Panji, the Global Village. Okay. And of course, following in 2022, so I started to reach out into more countries. So I reach out to this Egypt school, where is the modern school of Egypt, and we learn a lot of things from Egypt. Okay, and then the same year, we also collaborated with Sapen, which is an Indonesia school, and the students can speak very good English. Knows how to say, we are surprised, amazing. And following the same year, we also have this virtual classroom with the Ocean Elementary School, and we had this hot writing. We introduced hot writing, Tamil writing, and also we have this Chinese calligraphy. So like we share our cultures, neither or nor your religion or your races. That means we learn everybody's culture, okay? And our students, at the same time, we also learn Korean language. Okay, and yeah, I got more invitations after another school. So like I got another invitation from this Gabo Elementary School. So we share more things, and this year we are going to start collaborate again. Okay, and this is Amjinskaya. Actually, like when we had this webcam, it was Hari Raya. So we had this webcam even Hari Raya. I mean, on our holidays. Okay, we also have this virtual international traditional costume competition by sending the videos. So nothing is impossible. So we chose one of the winner from each country. As you can see, we have Russia, Malaysia, and Korea. And also for this international hot and Tamil choreography competition, which is organized by my school, and we invited Korean school, Russian school, Malaysia, I think 3 schools. So we really enjoy these sessions. Like my students, even though they are Indians, and I also have students from Malay, so we learn each other culture without borders. I mean, borderless. And other than that, we also learn a lot of Korean traditional and cultural activities, where the teachers send the art paper to Malaysia to teach my students how to make hanbok. All right. And because of this ALCoB program, I also invited by the Sarawak SSC Plus to join to share about this ALCoB program. Okay. Later, as you can see, like even though, like, because I'm a Chinese, so I also share Chinese calligraphy. I also teach my students how to write Chinese calligraphy. And of course, labu. Labu is a traditional vase in Malaysia. And then we did that during, everything is on Saturday. Thermochoreography, in fact, I invited one of the very famous teacher, Teacher Sarva. He came to my school to teach my students how to write Tamil. So as you can see, like we don't see, like there's no, there's no limitation or there's no restriction to my school. Like we can learn everybody's culture, right? And then we also built the Korean house making. And also we invited this AFS Malaysia to teach my students to learn more about intercultural learning workshop. Okay. And then, we also learned how to make Korean fan through webcam, teachers. And we also have this global culture exchange, which we have 3 countries. I also got this invitation from IS. So we have Malaysia, Korea, and also Philippines. And our class is in the evening. I think it's 5 to 7 o'clock. So it means like webcam, at the webcam timing doesn't mean that it's in the morning. We can have any time and even during weekend. And then the last one, before I end this project, I had this international booth competition where I invited other countries like Indonesia, Russia, India, Philippines, and they all sent their videos to me to join this competition. I'm so glad, I'm so happy. In fact, my parents, they are so excited. They went to the tourism, they cooked, they bought the food, and they also prepared the booth. And it was not happening. I can tell teachers, like, if you have the chance, please try to do this activity. I mean, your students and your teachers, everybody will like it. It's so interesting. Okay, as you can see in the picture, we have 10 countries, if I'm not mistaken, like we put up 10 booths, so 10 different countries. And then these are the countries like I invited. Okay, but of course, whenever we do competition, we must give them some award. So through this competition, we also appointed our students to become Ambassador Award, where they can really, really introduce the country, even though they've never been there. But they did research about the country, and they also cooked the food, they also prepared the presentation, and in the end, they made it. So we are really proud of them, even though they are only standard 4 and standard 5, and some standard 6. And for the last project, what we did is we sent the Christmas present exchange to our same club. That means in Malaysia, we have this junior AFS club. And in SK Amira also, we have this junior AFS club. So we exchange our Christmas gift. We send a parcel to each other. So we call this like domestic exchange. All right. And the last and not least, and this is our big and very great project where we had this Malaysia Korea teachers exchange to Republic of Korea. I think like all the teachers, among 40 teachers, they are so happy and they really, really enjoy this program. Okay. So actually I have many slides to share, but after this, I can share the link to all the teachers. If you're really keen to know about this project, I can share you all the link. Okay. So
All right.
that's all from me. Thank you. I hope I'm not going too fast.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect, Madam Ong, or should I say Cikgu
Thank
Ong?
you. Yes,
Yep.
thank you.
I am speechless. I couldn't interrupt even a single slide because it was so perfect. It was so there were so many projects that has been going on since 2013, if I'm not mistaken, until last year winter, and I think this year also you have several other projects going on. Okay, so now let's look at the comments if there are any questions or thoughts or remarks from the audience. So, ladies and gentlemen from the audience, you see from ALCoB, you can register as an ALCoB teacher or an ALCoB school if you are a school organizations. And from there, you can expand all your internationalizations projects towards not only ALCoB per se, but you can expand to other organizations as well. And you can see from Chigu Ong's slides where she has collaborated with many organizations and many institutions to run her projects. And this is only from one. And of course, she has her own team, a good team, I presume. And some of them from YouTube, they give words of encouragement. They said, you are inspiring, you are forever aspiring, Cikgu Ong from ST Quack. And some of them, I think one of the viewers, they asked, how can we join this ALCoB teachers or ALCoB school? So can you give us some answer for that, Cikgu
Yeah,
Ong?
of course, of course. Like how you want to join the ALCoB, that means you have to contact me. You have to come to me. You have to look for me, and then I will leave my telephone number in the website. Or other than that, you can also like contact our BSTP ALCoB Malaysia to get contact, or you can also contact our committee, Cikgu Anita, Cikgu Khalifa. We are all ALCoB teachers, so we can give you the form. Actually, I have the form. You have to sign up as an ALCoB school to get a form, and then after that, you have to submit your form to the ESNet, where you can get all the contact from our committee. It's not an issue. It's very easy to join, to become a member. And then after you have become a member, then means like our Korean partner, they will get a school to pair your school with their school. And you don't have to pay a single cent. It's free. So I think like most of you teachers, you will be so glad to hear like, oh, something which is free to run an international project. And at the same time, you can also learn a lot of things, learn different culture. So don't be so scared, and don't think like you're too old to start a program. I started international when I was 40 plus. So it's not that old. It's not that
How old are
old.
you now? How old are you
Yeah,
now, Cikgu
I'm
Ong?
50 plus. I'm 50 plus. I'm going to retire soon.
Oh my God, you look so young.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Cikgu Ong, for her clarification on how to join ALCoB school and how to become a member of ALCoB. So, thank you very much for your wonderful presentations. And next, the second panelist, we will have my best friends, a teacher from Korea. He is a technical teacher from Seoul Technical High School, and he, like Madam Ong, has done lots of international exchange program, especially with our country, Malaysia. So now, please welcome Mr. Im Hyunbin, who will share with us on international education cooperations. But while Mr. Im is getting ready, let's look at the second video that the committee has prepared for us on the recent ALCoB Malaysia activity.
I'm going crazy. 미쳐가는 나는 미쳐가네. 미쳐가는 내게 미쳐가네. 난 너에게 빠져있어. 널 사랑하고 있어. This must be crazy love. This must be crazy love. 혼자만의 사랑은 하기 싫어. This is crazy love. 보이지도 않은 너와 나 밀당하고 있어 계속 잡힐 듯 말 듯.
Okay, so the floor is yours, Mr. Im.
Hello, everybody. This is Hyunbin Im, teacher from Seoul Technical High School. I would like to share my screen. Please hold on. So can you see my slide? Okay. Once again, hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen in Malaysia, Korea, and all around the world. This is Hyunbin Im. I'm teaching in Seoul Technical High School. As my friend Mr. Khalifa said it, I'm teaching technology, especially focused on machine operation. And this is my great honor to share my experience of international educational cooperation with the ALCoB. Thank you very much, Mr. Khalifa, for this wonderful opportunity.
Sure.
I have worked as an ALCoB teacher for more than 10 years since 2010. At first, I need to explain the organization of IACE, which operate all ALCoB activities. Then I will present details of ALCoB cooperation project, we say ACP. After that, I'd like to share my ALCoB activities of Seoul Technical High School. Finally, I want to talk about the educational impact or effect of international educational cooperation programs. Okay, I'd like to introduce the governing organization of international educational program named IACE and the ALCoB. IACE stands for Institute of APEC Collaborative Education, which is an organization of international educational activities under APEC, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation. As you may know, APEC is a governmental summit forum that promotes mutual prosperity with the development of education, culture, and free trade. IACE, founded in 2002 and financed and entrusted by the Ministry of Education, Korea, and works for the educational agenda from APEC Summit meeting. Since 2002, IAC aims to promote educational collaboration and to narrow digital divide among APEC member economies through online and offline educational cooperative projects. ALCoB, which stands for APEC Learning Community Builders, is the people to implement the international educational cooperation activities sponsored by AACE. ALCoB are composed of ALCoB-L learners, or primary and secondary students, and ALCoB-S supporters, mostly enterprises and companies, and ALCoB-U, the university students, and most importantly, ALCoB-T, teachers, who are the most important contributors of ALCoB activities. Now, let's talk about the activities of ALCoB. ALCoB activities include ACP, ALCoB Cooperative Project, and the AIB, ALCoB Internet Volunteer, APLC, ALCoB Professional Learning Community, and ALCoB Conference. ACP is the most prominent part of ALCoB because it supports student exchange program between schools in APEC member economies. ALCoB teachers in Korea make a network with ALCoB teachers overseas and the student exchange program through either online or offline. Subject of the exchange program shall be ICT, culture, or language. Another ALCoB activities for the teachers are AIB and APLC. AIB is a teacher training program which contributes to narrowing the digital divide in the teacher of APEC region by sharing experience and know-how on ICT in education and the teaching methodologies. This year, 2023, IAC plans to dispatch Korean ALCoB teachers to Indonesia, Philippines, and Malaysia. APLC stands for ALCoB Professional Learning Community, is ALCoB teachers' volunteering research project focused on comparative analysis of international education, case study of ICT in education, and the publication of international education cooperation manuals. Both Korean ALCoB teachers and ALCoB teachers abroad can make a team for APLC. From now on, I'd like to share my experience of international educational cooperation activities which were implemented with ALCoB cooperative project named ACP. Seoul Technical High School started the international educational activity with ALCoB from the partnership of ALCoB schools in Philippines and Russia since 2015. The contents of the exchange program were focused on ICT such as drone, 3D printing, and robotics. After 3 years active involvement with ALCoB schools in Russia and the Philippines, we faced huge requirement of ALCoB partnership from other countries. That's why we expanded the ACP to the ALCoB schools in Malaysia and Thailand. Mr. Khalifa, teacher of Keningau Vocational College, invited the Seoul Technical High School as an ACP program in 2018. I brought 10 students and 4 teachers, and we operated one of the best ACP focused on drone, Korean cooking, and student exchange program. Now I would like to share with you some photos about ACP. At first, these are the ACP at Northeastern Federal University in Sakha Republic, Russia. NEFU opens a summer camp for the secondary student in Sakha Republic. The ACP in Sakha Republic were operated as an ICT training focused on robotics, drones, and 3D printing. Next is the photo of ACP in Philippines. Now is the photos of ACP with Keningau Vocational College in 2018 in Malaysia. We stayed in the dormitory of Keningau Vocational College, which was one of the most amazing memory for Korean students and teachers. It took not a long time to become friends between students of Keningau and the Seoul Technical High School. Both students had a snack party at the very first night of dormitory, and they became friends in spite of huge difference in language and religion. Next are the photos of ACP in Sapa Widayakum School, Thailand in 2019. Thai students showed a great interest in Korean arts. As you may know, COVID-19 not only impacted our regular class, but also destroyed international educational activities. Since 2020, when COVID-19 became pandemic, all kinds of ALCoB programs, including ACP, lost its way where to go. After long discussion with ALCoB teachers in Indonesia and Malaysia, we decided to plan the online multilateral conference. The first online international conference was held on October 7th of 2020, incorporated with the Seoul Technical High School, SMKA Keningau, Malaysia, and the SMAN 3 Padang Panjang, Indonesia. Each school has 2 presenters, and participants had an open forum for Q&A session after each presentation. All the conference was broadcasted through YouTube live streaming. After the first online international conference, participants increased to include ALCoB schools in Indonesia and Russia, with the participants of more than 100 at the first online conference. Topics of each conference were decided after discussion with ALCoB teachers in each economy. Students chose the topic related with the COVID-19 pandemic, such as the impact of COVID-19, and shared their educational responses against the COVID-19. Even though the pandemic prevented us from attending school for class, we recognized each school's effort to maintain education, whether it is online or offline. This photo shows the banner made by Mr. Farid, the ALCoB teacher in SMKA Keningau, and the screen of Zoom platform. COVID-19 pandemic continued to the next year, 2021. This year, ALCoB teachers tried to change the online activities from conference to online class. A teacher delivered a lecture of a specific topic, and the students from each school could ask questions after teacher's presentation. What we have learned from the online activities: we acknowledged that the COVID-19 pandemic could not suppress our desire to work together through online ALCoB activities. Participants of international online class was expanded to 7 schools in 5 countries, including Malaysia, Indonesia, Russia, Philippines, and Korea. The ACP with international online class was also broadcasted in a newspaper in Indonesia. In 2022, last year, based on the stabilization of COVID-19, I tried to operate the ALCoB cooperative project with both online and offline. It is after 3 years since we implemented the last face-to-face ALCoB cooperative project. Actually, last January, I brought 13 students and 3 teachers, including Seoul Technical High School principal, to SMAN 3 Padang Panjang, Indonesia, for 1 week. 20 teachers and 60 students participated in ACP from Indonesian school. We implemented an ACT training program and the cultural exchange such as Korean kimchi and Indonesian rendang, and mutual learning of Korean and Indonesian traditional musics. These are the photos of ACP in Indonesia. Most Korean students were so surprised because there were lots of Indonesian people who loved Korean kimchi. This year, 2023, I plan to operate the blended ALCoB cooperative project with both online and offline. As for online, Mr. Farid, the teacher of SMKA Keningau, Malaysia, is planning a student video competition regarding GCED, Global Citizenship Education. As for face-to-face ALCoB cooperative project, I'm planning with SMKA 6 Palembang, which is a vocational high school in Palembang area, Indonesia. Now I am making my own proposal to IACE for the 2023 ACP. Also, I have submitted another proposal to SMOE, Seoul Metropolitan Office of Education, for the budget, most important, the money. If both proposals are accepted, I will bring my student and the teacher to SMKA 6 Palembang this coming July for student exchange program as a face-to-face ACP program. Okay, now I would like to think about the educational effect of these ALCoB activities. As an ALCoB teacher, and like other ALCoB teachers here in webinar, planning and preparation for this kind of ALCoB activities are all challenging and both benefit for me as well as for you, I believe. School needs ALCoB activities to expand international educational capability and to establish networks with schools abroad. As for teacher, international educational cooperation make it possible to increase sensitivity of multicultural and diversity. You can also reconstruct our own curriculum focused on GCED. And most importantly, in a viewpoint of students, they can strengthen global competence and enlarge their vision to the outside world. Especially for the students of Tibet, which stand for technical and vocational education and training. They can plan their own career path to the job markets beyond their own mother country. In case of a Korean Tibet school, including my school, Seoul Technical High School, where the decrease of the Tibet students are very serious problem, not only for the Tibet schools, but also for the country's industry and economy. ALCoB activities plays an important role for school promotion and advertisement. Another benefit of ALCoB cooperative project for students is that it encourages students to increase their own self-esteem. I believe that once upon in a life, standing in a main stage and working as a main actress or actor makes it possible to establish a self-identity for our students. Okay, thank you for your attention and participation in this valuable webinar. Thank you, Mr. Khalifa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Im. That's an inspiring slides. As we can see from this perspective of a teacher from South Korea, how do you organize all these activities, and how do you guys connect with countries like Malaysia and Indonesia and other countries? So there is questions from the viewer. She asks the sources of funding to run your activities, especially ALCoB activities.
Okay, the budget have two sources. One is from IACE and the other is from the government. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm not sure, the budget from IAC is not very big, okay? But the main and the most important budget come from the government. One is from SMOE, Seoul Metropolitan Office of Education, and the other is come from the, maybe Mr. Khalifa, you know, the Dongjak-gucheong, the Provincial Educational Office. So both are the main source of the budget. And even though it is not very big amount, also the IAC supports financially. Okay.
That's great. So we have multiple sources of fundings from IACE, from the government to support this project. So
Yeah,
for those, yep.
Sure. And one of the very big works for me is to procurement of the budget. You know, I have to, as I already presented, you know, I have to make lots of proposal to each different government office. Please give me the money, please.
That's right. So as the teacher who organized lots of international projects, lots of international programs. So budgeting is the most important one before anything, before any procedure, before we proceed to the other steps of international exchange, right, Mr. Im?
Yeah, sure.
I think same goes to Cikgu Ong also. So Cikgu Ong and also Cikgu Im from Korea. So they have joined ALCoB since a long time ago, since I was not even born yet. I'm just kidding. So I think I was in high school when IACE established. But then, so viewers, cikgu-cikgu here, think of it this way, that ALCoB is a platform for you to start international exchange program from school to other countries. So nowadays, virtual exchange program, online collaborations like Mr. Im has presented, is also one of the ways, easy and quick ways, and most probably free ways to connect to other countries, to other classes efficiently. So if you have the budget, so yeah, you can connect with Cikgu Ong or Cikgu Im to connect you guys with their schools, and you connect to other countries from the ALCoB schools. Or if you do not have that much budget, so you can go for online learning. So there are many, there are lots of alternative for you to connect to the outside world, especially. And then joining the ALCoB network will enable you to such opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check out. Okay, so there's a question, one more questions from Keegan Alfred. So do we need to have memorandum of understandings or MOU before proceeding with these ALCoB activities?
Okay, I think that the MOU is also very important, but I don't say MOU is essential. Okay, so MOU can be either before the activity or after the activity. Okay, but for me, I think that much more important thing is actually we have two most important for those kind of international activities. One is budget, and the other is the network. Okay, so for the network, here in webinar, if you have any problem for the network, yeah, you can, like Madam Ong Bee Bee say that you can contact any previous ALCoB teacher, but much better way to make the network is you contact the IACE. Otherwise, you can directly register your name or your school in the ALCoB networking system. We say ISNet. Okay, right now I am sending the link to our chatting, so you can just copy and enter into this ISNet. Then there is a window to register your school along with your name. So most importantly, budget and networking, and the MOU is the next step, I believe. Okay?
All right, that's very clear. So the technical team, please share the link that Mr. Im has sent to the YouTube chat or Facebook chat. All right, thank you very much again, Mr. Im, Cikgu Im, for your wonderful presentation. So now let's move on to the next speaker. But then before that, I have a few announcements to make. The first is that so evaluation link and attendance link will be together in one form, which will be released at the end of the fifth speaker. So we have 5 speakers. So right now is the turn for third, fourth, and fifth speaker. So at the end of fifth speaker, there will be a form that you have to fill in to enter your details, and you will get a certificate of participation for this webinar as for your evaluations and also for your SPL KPM. So you need to fill in your identification number if you are a teacher from Malaysia, all right, for your SPL KPM. So our technical team will release that soon. So now let's proceed to the sharing. Oh, I'm sorry. So before we go to the sharings of another 3 panelists, let's look at the performance video prepared by the committee on another recent ALCoB teacher exchange program during the winter 2022. Nice. I love that dance. I hope you can do it again, teachers who participated for the ALCoB Teacher Exchange Program 2022. So what you have witnessed just now, viewers, are the dance performance that these teachers, they have to prepare during the program. So this one has been done during the winter 2022 ALCoB Exchange Program. And also before this Joget video was the K-pop dance video are also being presented for the program. So now let's proceed to the sharings on the ALCoB Teacher Exchange Program 2022 that these following three panelists have participated in. But they will present back to back, meaning that I will not interrupt each of the speaker. They will present, the first is Madam Anita, a teacher from Keningau Vocational College, who is also the finalist, a teacher finalist for the Malaysia Teacher Prize of 2022. Wow. And then after her is followed by Mr. Zulkifle bin Mohamad, a teacher from Keningau Islamic Secondary School, who is also an excellent teacher. And lastly will be actually his wife, who is also a teacher in Keningau Islamic Secondary School, Madam Wirda Diyana binti Ibrahim. So I think they are ready, they are eager to present. So without further ado, let us welcome the presentation from Madam Anita.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Kamsahamnida, Mr. Khalifa. Annyeonghaseyo. JLM Anita Muhammad Yasin Idnida. Adul Ajay Jenny means apa kabar semua? How do you do? I hope all of you have a wonderful webinar with us today. And it's an honor to have our PPD, Mr. Johari Sabin, as the organizer, and it is my pleasure to have Mr. Im Hyunbin, Madam Ong, and Miss Song. Thank you so much for joining us in this webinar. Okay, this is my slide. Okay, last year, on December 2022, we went for the Malaysian and South Korea Teacher Exchange Program. It's organized under Madam Ong Bee Bee from SMKA Section 13 Shah Alam. Excellent organizing and memorable experiences for all of us. I would like to share healthy Korean food that is served most every secondary school in South Korea. In general, Korean school lunches consist of rice, soup, kimchi, and protein-focused side dishes that are based on meat, fish, or tofu, vegetable, or fruits. These foods are minimally processed and normally low in fat, like other Korean dishes. From my observation, all of the ingredients and cooking methods of the traditional Korean diet, it's generally considered healthy because they are often high in vegetable and cooked with less oil. Korean meals are often lower in calories. Okay. Okay, next slide, please. Okay. Next. As shown in my slide, they are very particular about food hygiene and health. The food handlers have their own proper uniform to serve the students. They look clean and nice. They also have their own dietitian. Okay, we don't have that in Malaysia. Okay, the diet plans the menu and needs to endorsed by the admin first before serving it to the student and teachers. They love vegetables so much, which is one of the key reasons behind their slim and healthy body. During recess, next slide. During recess, all teachers and students will sit together and have their meals. There is no food and drink sales. Okay, they will eat what have been served. Okay, for my next slide, we can see all the students. They all eat the same food. Okay. Okay, thank you. So I give you my button next to Mr. Zul. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Madam Anita. All the educational admin in Malaysia and Korea. Okay, this is my inspiring internationalization of ALCoB. Firstly, I want to thank Madam Ong Bee Bee for give us such an opportunity. Actually, this opportunity came from Madam Anita. Okay, she asked us, "You want to go to Korea?" Yes, yes, yes. I say. So one of the main thing, okay, the main aim, we participate in this program is, I actually personally want to gain knowledge, okay, as much as I can related to education, okay. So this I also want to share ideas, resources, and best practices and work together, especially in implementing mathematics curriculum. Actually, I am mathematics teacher. I am a secondary school mathematics teacher. So forging connection with school abroad, I I know, I believe that we can share ideas, resources, and best practices and work together to tackle common challenge in education. For viewers' information, even though we visited uh, primary school, but in Korea, the primary school is from age until age 13. So in Malaysia, they already tingkatan 1. But in Korea, tingkatan 1 is in primary school. Okay, so today I will share my insight that I gained from observing a Korean classroom. Even though this is not a mathematics class, but there's some input that I bring home at Malaysia. Okay, so firstly, the teachers, how the teacher manage the class. So I have learned a great deal from this teacher, not only in terms of subject matter, but also in how to effectively manage my time and stay organized. If we can see here, okay, the teacher will brief all the learning objective in the left whiteboard, and then this is the timer. I really love this timer. I already search is online. It has alarm, so we can alarm the student. So and then it quite pricely lah, quite expensive, 200 something. So next time I'll get it. Okay, so the teacher utilize large timer for effective time management. So for your information, the class only held for 30 minutes for one session. So it's quite, for me, for mathematics teacher, is we must plan plan the time effectively if you want to teach in 30 minutes. Okay, for attention, the teachers use a pair of stick and they hit the stick together to create a sharp clacking sound, grabbing attention of all the students in the classroom. Okay, so these two things catch my attention. I personally, already set in my mind that I want to gain something that in my control area. It's not about curriculum, something big. It's all about in classroom management. So when I went to IACE, I see Miss Soyun. Okay, I hope Miss Soyun is here. Okay, she ring the bell to capture everyone's attention and gather them for announcement and instruction. So on the last day of the trip, on the street market, so I bought this bell. Only in what we say as a kedai antique market. So I purchased it for 40,000 won. Okay, so you can see the bell ring. Then I use this in class to grab students' attention, and it's easy for me, so I don't have to shout anymore in my class. So I also observe the students and the teachers use various digital tools and platform to work together on the project to solve problem on the course material in the English class. So one of the apps that attract my attention is book creator apps. I already survey these apps and it's very good. It's like Google Doc, but it's more interactive. We have chef here, so we can make a chef for each class. But if you want to use it in the full version, you have to pay. For the trial version, you will have one library with 40 books. I think that's okay for 1 or 2 classes. Okay. And then one of the main things that set in my mind when I went to Korea last time is it would be fantastic to showcase our innovation to outside world, to outside Malaysia. For your information, me and Cikgu Wirda, I am from the same school. We invent some mathematics tool that can be used in transformation topics. So we present and we share we take this opportunity to present our idea to IAs, IACE, and then mathematics teachers in this school. Okay, so about sharing session, about sharing opportunity, I will pass my baton to my wife, Cikgu Wirda. Okay, that's all from me. If you have any question, please let me in at the end of the session. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Wirda Diyana and I am from SMKA Keningau. So I was one of the participants of the ALCoB exchange face-to-face program last December in Busan. I want to share my experiences through this program. Actually, today's webinar is the first program jointly organized also by the Keningau Council of Excellent Teacher, also known as Majlis Guru Cemerlang Keningau, MGCK. So, that's why as the majority of the committee consists of the excellent teachers and non-excellent teachers collaborate to make this webinar a success. Okay, this webinar actually is one of the alternative for us to share our experience in Busan, South Korea with the wider community, upgrade our knowledge, and enhance our teacher professionalism. I would like to emphasize that the main key point of my presentation is all about opportunities. Okay, next. So the first opportunities is education networking among Malaysian teachers. We can building connections, sharing experiences, and enhancing professionalism. So we are able to share our experiences and use this program as evidence for Guru Cemerlang application in Malaysia. As you can see, one of the pictures show how opportunities for multicultural teacher sharing sessions can arise unexpectedly, even in places like airports. So, I would like to say that the best experience I had was the opportunity to get to know teachers from different states in Malaysia. I met some incredible educators such as Teacher Fatiha, Mr. Chiam, Dr. ST from Terengganu, Teacher Maria and her colleague from Johor, and so on. Additionally, I had a chance to make a global connection also with Korean teachers like Mr. Im and Miss Soyin. And here, I would like to highlight the opportunity to create global education networking, which are connecting teacher and student across borders for enhanced learning and understanding. We had a great time actually introducing and presenting our school at the Busan Science Experience Center. So from here, okay, we can building connection with school abroad can provide a platform for mutual learning where our teachers and students can benefit from cross-cultural exchange. Okay, actually, this program gave me a great opportunity to build global connections with school partners. Our school, actually, SMKA Keningau, is a new school. And this was our first time participating in this program. Thanks to this opportunity, we are able to introduce our school to the world and participate in online or face-to-face exchange programs. We prepared slides and introduced ourselves to our school partners, had some productive discussion, and scheduled the next program. SMK Agama Keningau successfully built global connection with Busan International School. And now we are planning to conduct an online student exchange program in November. We are also considering the possibility of including schools from Vietnam and Indonesia in this exchange program. Besides, we had the opportunity to learn about the Korean education system, okay, and how Korean students learned in the classroom, okay. So we also got to learn about Korean history and culture. Okay, next slide, which is including traditional dance performance during our visit to various schools there. Additionally, we had a great opportunity to observe the outdoor education system in Korea. So, I would like to express my gratitude, especially to Madam Ong Bee Bee for providing us with this wonderful opportunity. Next, and actually an opportunity to improve knowledge not only for yourself, but for your beloved community and country. And for the last slide, our journey was not like the movie Train to Busan, but we created great memories during our time in Busan. What I can say, the city is beautiful, the food is delicious and healthy, the people friendly, and the experience was unforgettable. Thank you all. 감사합니다.
Yeah. So we have done with the third, fourth, and fifth panelists. And by now, the technical team should be able to share the attendance form to be filled up by the viewers. And while waiting, we have lots of questions actually. There are lots of questions from the viewers. And I would like also to call upon the first and second panelists, Cikgu Ong and also Cikgu Im Hyunbin, to join us together in the studio because there are some questions that can be answered by them too. Okay, let me check. And then the technical team will repeatedly share the attendance link so that the viewers, will not miss it. Okay, now, Cikgu Cecilia, she asks, maybe they can be answered by Madam Anita. Is the food free for students?
Yes, it's free. Sponsored by the government.
Is it free for elementary and high school too?
I'm not sure about that. I only noticed for the secondary school.
I see. Okay. I hope that answered the questions. So this one, I think Cikgu Ong might be able to answer this. So if we teachers are interested in this type of program, which is maybe the ALCoB program, so who or which department we should contact with? Thanks. From Wee Hyang Yong. So teachers are interested in this type of program, which is maybe the ALCoB program. So who or which department we should contact with? Thanks. From Wee Hyang Yong.
Yeah, just like I said earlier, the main one, you must go to KPM. Can you hear me?
Are interested in this type of program, which is maybe the ALCoB program. So who or which department? It's like echoing.
Yeah,
I can hear
just
myself.
like I said earlier, you just need to contact the BSTP, tell them you're interested, or you can just WhatsApp me. I can explain, and also the committee of this webinar. Because so many of us are ALCoB teachers, I'm very sure all of us can help if the teachers really keen to join our program.
That's right. So all of us are ALCoB teachers, all these panelists, and including me, the moderator. So you guys can contact us, and then you can contact through the details that have been given by the technical team in the YouTube chat and Facebook chat also. So well, I think same goes to Miss Florence. Di Perak siapa untuk contact? Same answer from Cikgu Ong. I think you can contact the BSTP or any of other ALCoB teachers. Okay. And then there is one questions, I think should be answered by Madam Anita. Let me check back. Okay, so this question is for Madam Anita. After the Korean experience, what is the biggest impact that benefits your students and staff in Keningau Vocational College?
Okay, actually, this ALCoB program has been done in our college Vocational Keningau. So the impact is the students and the teachers more on, their knowledge became bigger and the skills too more effective on their, especially on technical skill.
Or is it on the technical skills?
Yeah, technical skill.
I love
Especially
your
on-
answer. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me check again. Technical team, please share the attendance form so that while they are listening, they can also fill in the evaluation form. We don't have to wait until the end, so we might have several things going on. So better share now, and then we will repeatedly share the link. Okay, so next questions. Okay, by ALCoB E. This one can be answered by any one of you. What are the qualifications to join the teacher exchange? Maybe Madam Wirda. Cikgu Wirda, you can answer this. What are the qualifications to join the teacher exchange that you have joined recently?
Let me answer this.
Oh, okay. Cikgu Zul, go on.
Actually, there's no qualification. It's all about opportunity. So opportunity will
Yeah,
come.
yeah.
So or you will grab the opportunity.
Just
So
grab the
stay alert
opportunity.
with
Behind
the
us.
just grab
Yes.
the opportunity because I just grab. I feel lucky because I get the opportunity through from Madam Ong through Madam Anita. It's like
Yeah.
mimpi di siang hari. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So behind every great man,
Yeah.
there
Something
are
like
three
that.
three women. One is your wife, one is Madam Anita, and one is Madam Ong.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So
Yeah.
next question should be answered by Mr. Im. Okay, Cikgu Im. How the education in Korea improve? I'm sorry. I repeat back. How the education in Korea improve empirical thinking among students? Thank you very much. What is that sound?
Actually, this is the question. Every day I think about that. Now here in Korea, one of the big problem for the students, they would like to have a time just for the smartphone and game. So I don't think they are concerned about the empirical thinking or creative thinking. So this is some big problem. So Mr. Khalifa, if you have any good idea, please inform me.
I will try to think, but then I think the viewers they are more creative, they are more critical, and they can suggest some of the activities for Korean students, right? Okay, so I think this is also can be answered by you because Mr. Wee he wants to know if we can have more sharing of disciplines in school of Korea. Thank you, Mr. Im.
Sorry, come again.
Like the sharing of disciplines in schools of Korean school. Yeah.
Okay, this is also a very critical issue in Korea. When I was young, maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, discipline was not a big issue because, at that time we utilized the corporal punishment. Also, most students respect the teachers. So the discipline was another major issue. But nowadays, we don't have any weapon to control our students because, the corporal punishment is strictly prohibited. And lots of students are sleeping during the class. This is a big problem. So the only way we can control or we can discipline our students is just please, just say please, or we have something performance test, which means that we, every class we can put some bad behavior and good behavior with a point. So this is the only way. But lots of students in Korea, they are not so much concerned about their point, I mean the score or their grade. So actually this is another simple issue to be answered, but every day, every teachers in Korea, they are struggling for this issue. Is it okay?
Yep, that's right. Even in Malaysia too, corporal punishments is very hard to carry out. I mean, it's very tedious process. It's not that easy to cane. Well, during my time when I was small, even though I'm small now, the teacher can punish me in however way they like, as they think is beneficial. But nowadays, you cannot do it anymore. Okay, thank you very much for the insights, Mr. Im. Now, next, we have lots of questions here. So, panelists, please stay put. So this one can be answered by Malaysian teachers, maybe Cikgu Ong, because Oni-chan, a viewer named Oni-chan, she wants to know if there is any collaborations for the special education teachers in ALCoB before.
So far, we never had that before, but I think it can be workable. Because like 10 years ago, when I collaborated with Songhua Elementary School, actually in Korea, the school that I went, they have these special children in the classroom together with the normal students, just like our Malaysia, like inclusive. So to me, it's like it's not impossible. You can do it as long as you can tell the teacher, you can talk to the teacher saying that I would like my special children to get involved in this problem, in this project. Is it possible or not? You just need to tell them. So to me, it's like nothing is impossible. It's just like you need to tell. And then if the students like involved, like it's not very serious, I mean, they can talk, they can still present. I think nothing is impossible. Because like
Okay.
my school, we have this special children. He can play piano, he can play, he can perform, he can compete in the competition. And also one of the girls, she can dance, they can do everything. It's just that in terms like the speed is a bit slow. So to me, like if the special children, I mean the special school, I mean teachers from special school, if you want to get involved, I mean you can work it out. It's just that the teacher must be there to guide the students, because nowadays we are doing this webcam. See, you have to using a lot of technology. But then if we go for physical trip, you can bring, as long as there's somebody to look after these children. So nothing is impossible. It can be workable.
Okay,
Thank you.
Mr. Khalifa, can I add one more comment about the
Sure.
collaboration in special education?
Sure.
Okay, the ALCoB teachers in Korea, not many teachers, but some of Korean ALCoB teachers, they are specialized in special education. So I also get the same question from Korean ALCoB teacher, whether they can find somebody for the suitable for discuss about the special education abroad. So like Madam Ong say that, nothing is impossible. So any Malaysian teacher who would like to collaborate with a Korean teacher focused on special education, please contact IACE, okay? Then they can give you the contact point of the teacher, Korean ALCoB teacher for the special education, okay? Thank you. Mr. Khalifa, your microphone is mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Penat je bercakap. Anyway, thank you very much for the additional remarks, Cikgu Im and also Cikgu Ong. Right, next questions. We still have like 15 more minutes, so you guys can shoot down any questions that you like. So now, so to Madam Anita, what is the impact of teaching pedagogy in Keningau Vocational College? Is there any changes or improvement after the program? By Keegan.
Okay. What the impact of teaching pedagogy in Keningau Vocational College? Okay. They've been improving since all the collaborations have been done. Okay, not just from Korea, but from Indonesia, from China. So all these improve our pedagogy in Keningau Vocational College, and I also share it with others KV and other schools in Malaysia.
I see. So very good sharing. Thank you very much, Anita. And then next question. This one maybe Cik Guzul. Or anybody from SMK Tansau Penampang join this program? Maybe who knows, your friends or any colleagues that you know, or any teachers from SMK Tansau Penampang. He wants to know, Mr. Anthony.
Oh, I don't know. I only know one person from SMK Tangsau, but actually he is SISC plus. Mr. Oi ke you? I forgot. In a math teacher.
He joined this program too?
Anybody else? I don't know. Oh yeah, participated for this program. No. From Sabah, only 3 of us. Last trip, but online we don't have any information because they can make connections direct with the school, not through us.
Okay, I see. Good. Right now, thank you very much. So nobody from SMK Tansau Penampang Sabah, right? So you can be the first one, Mr. Anthony.
Yes.
So yeah, so Muhammad Shafiq, he asks, maybe Cikgu Wirda can answer. Do we need to be fluent in English to join this collaboration?
No, no at all. Actually, I'm also not fluent in English. So merangkak-rangkak orang bilang, kalau Sabahan bilang kan. So just go and grab the opportunity, learn and relearn and learn again. So start from here, we can push ourselves to learn. And then when we collaborate for others program also, what can I say that the others it's okay. They just don't mind, and then if we cannot fluent in English, so just be brave and just don't be afraid to join this program actually, because it is open to all. Maybe this is one of the beginning to increase our professionalism, and maybe also make it an opportunity maybe to apply for excellent teacher in Malaysia. Sincere recommendation from Keningau Excellent Teacher Council. Okay, thank you.
That's right. That's right.
Boleh saya tambah?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
You can use this platform to increase your English language skills. Just like before, we just talk like chicken and duck, so everybody is understand. It's okay.
That's right. I think same goes to Korean teacher as well, Cikgu Im. I think they don't have. Do Korean teacher have to be fluent in English to join this?
Okay, in terms of English, this is something overcoming challenge for any Korean people, not only just for ALCoB teacher. You know, Korean people is the biggest problem. One of the biggest problem is we cannot overcome the English, but I don't think the English is just a barrier. So you know, we can communicate with email or WhatsApp or Kakao Talk. So anybody, even though you are not so much fluent in English, then you can communicate with text. So this is absolutely no problem, I believe. And if you would like to join the ALCoB activity, I think that the most important thing is your passion and enthusiasm. So this is most important. Thank you.
That's right.
One more thing.
Oh, okay. Go on.
Okay. Madam Ong and Mr. Im just promote us internationalization through ALCoB. So we can firstly do it with our neighbor country Indonesia. So if we not prepared with good English.
Can I say
Yes.
something? Can I say
Oh,
something?
sure.
Actually, like for this ALCoB program, it doesn't so much about the language. Okay, what we go into it focus is more on peace, create peace among and also harmony among the countries, and also we just want to share our culture so that our students can see things more widely, more global, and then even though not all the countries using speaking English language, for example, when I collaborated with Russia. The Russian teacher, she can't really speak English, but I just need to slow down. Okay, I just need to slow down because I also cannot speak Russian. If the teacher asking us like you have to be fluent in English, that means I have to be fluent in Korean before I collaborate with Korean. I have to be fluent in Japanese if I want to collaborate with Japan. So I think what is the most important thing is the commitment and also like the passion. Just like what Mr. Im said, when you have the passion, whether you know the language or not, you can also use hand language because when we hosted the Korean students, we use body language to ask the student, have you eaten? Do you want to shower? Do you like it? Are you hungry? So we use a lot of our body language. So for teachers, come on, teachers, you can do it. As long as you are interested and you don't mind to spend your time during school holidays, because ALCoB program, we normally do it during school holidays. We like to do it during weekends. So I hope teachers will like, okay, I can sacrifice my time for my holidays, during weekend, and then we can start this program. And then I saw one of the questions they asked, like, how long is our program? It's up to you. You want to do it monthly? You want to do it weekly? You want to do it daily? It's up to you and the teacher. So that means we have to talk to the both parties, and depends. If you say you want to do it monthly, go ahead. You want to do it like every weekly, also can. So it's up to the teacher. Okay, and thank you.
very good insight, Cikgu Ong. And then, Madam Nur Ashikin also asked if this ALCoB program, open to special needs students. Madam Ong.
Yeah, I think like just like Mr. Amy say, if the teachers, if they want to look for special education school, they just need to tell and contact IAs. Then if they cannot find anybody, if you really cannot find anybody, you can just text me. I will do a favor, like to connect and to tell the how to connect and get the information from the IAs, because I know the IAs teachers and also the members and also the staff there. I can help. Okay. And also you can
Yes.
contact Mr. Im.
That's right. That's right. You saw Mr. Im's contact, email contact through his presentation just now. And we still have several more minutes before we end our webinar. And I would like to ask the technical team to share again the attendance form so that the viewers can fill in. And there might be an error where it doesn't state the country that you want to, but then it's okay. The country is not the state is not important. You can put any state, or you can put it in the remarks if there is any remarks in the form. And then you should be able to get the certificates soon enough, and also for your SPL KPM if you are a KPM officers or teachers. Okay, next questions for Mr. Im. Siu Moi Chin, she wants to know if there is any educational leadership program in Korea.
Especially what kind of leadership program do you mean?
Education, related to education, maybe for
Okay.
principal or vice principal, maybe.
Yeah. In terms of international educational leadership, yeah, we have, especially for the IACE, have some teacher training program. Now is the online. So maybe hopefully this coming April, IACE will announce to recruit the teacher training program, who are the training program for mostly the leaders of international educational cooperation like ALCoB teachers. So you can definitely join this online teacher training program. Also, in Korea, we have lots of the leadership program, especially in education. For example, we have principal training program for the new principal as well as for the existing principal. So I am not a principal. I am just a normal teacher. So I have no idea about the content, but I know there is the program. Also, the Korean government provide lots of leadership program for the teachers or the teachers who are expected to promote to the vice principal or principal. Yes, we have. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Cikgu M. Okay, so I will answer for Mr. Zanurin because he wants to know if there is any ALCoB Telegram or WhatsApp group that is only focusing on ALCoB. So I think Cikgu Ong have shared this several times repeatedly. Her contact number, you can contact her and then she will insert you into the Telegram group. We have specific Telegram group for ALCoB. So you can contact her so that you can be in the group, or maybe the admins, the technical team will share the link later on for Telegram group. And then last question, I think before we end. So this one can be answered by anyone. ALCoB program. Is the ALCoB program can be joined by other teachers who are not teaching English? Because mainly those teaching in English are encouraged or being suggested to join ALCoB. So,
okay, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, whether you are English teacher or any other subject, there is absolutely no nothing you can think about it. You can join whether you are English teacher or another subject. For example, I myself, I am not an English teacher. I am teaching mechanics, so no problem. So also here in Korea, I don't know in Malaysia, but here in Korea, lots of teachers who join in ALCoB, they are not English teacher like me. So don't worry about that. Okay.
I see.
Cikgu Khalifa, can I add something?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this program, the ALCoB Malaysia's program, now used in those days, it was carried out by English teacher only. It was only carried out this program in scholar like Smart School and also school like MRSM. It just like recently, like 10 years ago, we took out this program when there's no fund. So we started this program. So it doesn't mean that you have to be English teacher, but if you can speak English, that will be advantage. Even though you can't speak English, if you're not English teacher, you can do other activities. Just like Cikgu Zul, he's a mathematics teacher. So that means like his sharing will focus more on mathematics. Yeah. So for me, I'm a music teacher. Okay. For your information, I'm not English teacher. I'm a music teacher, but of course I teach elective as English. So my projects, as you can see in my slide, I share a lot of music activities, music competition, like more on music. So if depends like what subject you want you're teaching. So what other activities you want to share with the Korean teachers? I mean, you have to be like win-win situation. You just talk to the teacher and just share. So to me, like any subject, any language, it doesn't matter. As long as you're committed and you want to do it.
That's right. I really like that initiative. All right, so we have reached at the end of this webinar. But before you all go leave this webinar, please look at our closing video to end our webinar. And then while we are doing that, maybe the committee can share another time the Google form for the attendance. Bye bye, everyone. We have reached
Bye-bye.
the end, so you guys can.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.